impact us in a number of different ways. But I think also just his presence in the lineup and his presence on the team will raise the energy level. This is the kind of player that could have big impact both in terms of the game on the field and how the team is perceived.
I'm Brian Clark with the MLB.com FastCast. Minutes before the non-waiver trade deadline passed, the Mets found their big bat. They acquired slugger Yoenis Cespedes from the Tigers in exchange for pitching prospects Michael Fulmer and Luis Cessa.
It's out of here! Flores ends it with a home run!
2 days after thinking he had been traded, Wilmer Flores became the hero for the Mets on Friday, delivering a walk-off solo homer in the 12th to give the Mets a dramatic 2-1 victory over the Nationals. Josh Donaldson's walk-off single in the 11th gave the Blue Jays a dramatic 7-6 victory. Johnny Cueto struck out 7 over 6 innings, taking a no decision in his Royals debut. The Blue Jays finished their trade deadline with a pair of moves, acquiring outfielder Ben Revere from the Phillies and reliever Mark Lowe from the Mariners. Adam Jones and Manny Machado both went yard for the Orioles, who rallied from 6 runs down to beat the Tigers 8-7. The Orioles got some outfield help at the deadline, acquiring Gerardo Parra from the Brewers and Junior Lake from the Cubs. With solid nights at the plate from Jung Ho Gong and Andrew McCutchen, the game's biggest defensive plays came from Starling Marte. His big throw and game-saving catch in the 9th secured the Pirates' 5-4 win over the Reds. The Pirates were active at the deadline, acquiring slugger Michael Morse from the Dodgers and veteran starter Jay Happ from the Mariners. After Craig Kimbrell blew the save in the bottom of the 9th, the Padres regrouped and put together a 5-run rally in the top of the 11th for an 8-3 triumph over the Marlins. Zach Greinke struck out 8 over 8 strong frames, while Howie Kendrick and Alex Guerrero both homered as the Dodgers beat the Angels 5-3. Mark Teixeira hit a grand slam during a 5-run second, then crushed a 2-run shot in the 4th, setting a major league record by homering from both sides of the plate for the 14th time in his career. The Yankees downed the White Sox 13-6. Mike Napoli belted a go-ahead 2-run homer in the 7th off Jake McGee, leading the Red Sox to a 7-5 win over the Rays. Ryan Howard had a pair of hits and drove in 4 runs to back a solid outing from David Buchanan as the Phillies cruised past the Braves 9-3. Adrian Beltre and Elvis Andrus each hit a 2-run homer off Madison Bumgarner en route to the Rangers' 6-3 win over the Giants. Anthony Rizzo homered in his 3rd straight game, and Jason Hamill improved to 7-0 in 9 career starts against the Brewers as the Cubs took down the Brew Crew 4-1 at Miller Park. The Cubs nabbed a pair of veteran pitchers before the deadline, acquiring starter Dan Herron from the Marlins and reliever Tommy Hunter from the Orioles. Taijuan Walker allowed only 1 hit, a 4th-inning home run by Miguel Sano, while fanning 11 in his 2nd career complete game. It was Mariners 6 and the Twins 1. Matt Carpenter and Johnny Peralta both went deep to back 7 scoreless innings from Michael Wacha as the Cardinals shut down the Rockies 7-0. The Cardinals bolstered their bullpen at the deadline, acquiring reliever Jonathan Broxton from the Brewers. Wellington Castillo and Jake Lamb's back-to-back home runs in the 10th proved to be the difference as the D-backs took down the Astros in extras 6-4. Carlos Gomez went 0 for 5 in his Astros debut. Michael Bourne's ground rule double in the top of the 9th brought home the go-ahead run, helping give Danny Salazar the win. He tossed 8 effective innings in the Indians' 2-1 win over the A's. For more on these stories, and for complete coverage of a very active trade deadline, log on to MLB.com. It's baseball everywhere.